TV every Wednesday, usually 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We are a little late. I am doing, let me find, Jester designs for Latidra. Thank you so much, Latidra, for requesting the Jester designs. We're going to see what we could do today. I'm going to play around with some resin. And let's just get started on this. I am going to flip my screen around. Okay, and there's my ceiling. And flip. There is our, just have to adjust this a little bit. I'm not sure what's happening here, if it's a little bit crooked. I think it's all right. That looks good. Yeah, we'll bring it up a little bit. Perfect. I'm going to bring up the video on my computer and see what we can do. So let me just refresh my page, open up the live, turn off the sound. Hi, Amber. And hi, Galen. How are you? Yeah, so this was a special request from Latidra for some Jester designs. We're going to see what we can do. And I did a few sketches. And we'll see what's happening. I think she wanted more like a little kind of mask thing, so I thought we're gonna try to do some with some resin. So I have some of the flat wires here. Maybe I'll just start with some of this 3mm flat aluminum wire, and we're gonna see what we can do. I haven't really super thought about how I'm gonna do this. I do like these designs that are one continuous line as well, but Latidra had sent me some pictures with color, so I thought it would be cool to do some of those. And I just have to figure out the best way to do it. Like, it could be a simple hat, or it could be a mask. I've done some pretty cool masks before, and I could do something like that. And then I have the thinner flat wire if we want to do some kind of separations. See what else I have. I had some silver thin wire. I'm not sure what I did with it. That's strange, unless it's in the, oh, I bet it's in the resin pack. So let me open up the resin pack here. And the other thing I thought would be really fun is I have some, I have some little sequins here. I was thinking maybe to try something like that. So let's get this one out. And Galen has been quilting. Oh, quilting's fun. There's a Quilters Guild in Beaconsfield where I live, and I've actually done workshops with them making jewelry with scraps from their quilting. That was really fun. Okay, so we have some glitter too, if we need that. I have the mica powder for colors. Here's the silver flat wire. Here's our mixing thing if you want to mix some colors, and the little spoon for that. Oh, and there's more of this flat. Oh, okay, this is, oh yeah, okay, these I ordered separate. So I have quite a bit of the flat little skinny wire, 18 gauge I think it is. Maybe I won't use the copper one, but I have the two colors. So let's remove this box, and we're going to go with these and see what we can do. What can we do with these? I also like this one with the little funny, cool little shapes. You make lots of fabric beads. That's awesome. Hi Latidra, how are you? So here's the drawings, the templates, and then you had sent me a bunch of images like this type of thing with the colored mask. So we're going to work with something like that as well and figure out the best way to approach this. I do like the idea of doing like little dangles too for the for those things. This, I don't think this is strong enough on its own to do an outline. This is the 18 gauge flat wire. Although with the resin in it, it might be okay, because this flat wire is quite thick. I wonder, I've never tried that where we've just used this. Why don't we try that? Because we've never tried that where we just use the thin wire as the base. So here's some tape. I'm gonna get some more tape. and we'll see what we can do with that, because it's all about experimenting. Okay, I've got this, I've got my scissors. I need a little piece of cardboard to hold it down. Not like that. A little piece of Bristol board or something. So here, we'll just get a little piece of the Bristol board. And I'll put that one back. And we'll see. Hey Corey, how are you? There. Let's get this going and see what we can do. This little piece here. Okay. We're going to put that one down here. Maybe I'll just get my regular tape to stick that down. It's going to be easier. Here we go. So we've got that. And we are going to put this down. And then this down here. Okay, perfect. So we've got that. And now we want to figure out which one we want to do. Something that looks more like a mask. Maybe something like this. I'm just looking at the picture you sent me as well, Latidra. So we could do something like that. And I'm trying to think of how it would work. I really do want to try something where I dangle the beads. So I just have to decide which one to do. If I want to do a whole face or just a mask type of thing. I'm going to go ahead and I might do a combination of all of these. So let's cut some wire and we're just going to play around. And as always with these live streams, you guys can come and go because sometimes these work well and sometimes they don't. I'm just trying to think of the best way to do this. I should maybe have a longer piece of wire too. Let's get a longer piece. Better too long than too short. Not sure where my end is. There we go. Here's an end. There's an end piece. So let's cut a longer piece. I could always use the bits for other things. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a big piece underneath, and if I want to, maybe I do want to do these little circular pieces. Let's see how this is going to go. We can always switch gears after. So if we do something like this, let's make the rounds a little bigger. We're going to put this one in here, bring it in that way, okay, and it has to stay flat to be able to do the resin. So this is where you have to be careful to make a design that's going to be flat. So if we do like that, then we could have like a little circle, okay, and we're going to bring this one here and down, okay, and then this one down. Whoops, it's going to stick to this. We should figure this out. We might have to do it in a couple of pieces. So we're going to bring that one there, and then we're going to bend this one up here. Hi Susan, nice to see you. You made it to the live. That's awesome. We're going to bring this one up. Okay. And yeah, let me know what you guys are up to these days. If you're on vacation, if you're working on some fun projects. There we go. I'm trying to think, I haven't been doing much art. Well, Serena went away for a month, so I'm hoping to do a live stream on my art channel sometime soon. I just haven't really had time, so at some point. I just have to get that. So I'm just going to leave this here for now. If you guys need to take a break, that's my phone. Hello. think she's on her way, yeah. Oh, you're actually in the park. Okay. Okay, bye. Okay, so that was just the phone. And we're gonna just do this. Bring this one down. Yeah, I'm waiting for a few phone calls, so if I have to get up to answer the phone, that's why. I'm gonna bring this one up and that one down. And then we're gonna bring this one up. I'm really curious to know if this is gonna work because this is different. This is definitely different using this skinny wire. It's fragile, but I'm thinking with the resin, it might work out all right. We're gonna see. This is like an 18 gauge aluminum flat wire from Amazon. So we're gonna see how that goes. We're gonna bend this one out. And if it doesn't work, this saves you from having to try it. And if it does work, wonderful. Oh, I'm off screen a little bit. Okay. There we go. So we're gonna bring this one around. And around here. We're gonna bring this watercolor month. What's watercolor month? That sounds fun. Wow. So we're gonna bring this one over here, down here, and up. And then we're gonna bring this one down. Oops, we have to flatten this one out a little bit. Yeah, I'm really curious to see if this is gonna work. There we go. I'm going to bring this one down. Okay, perfect. That one looks a little funky. I'm going to have to fix this one up a little bit. We're going to see. We're going to bring this in. And here. And bring that out over here a bit. Okay, perfect. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, so that's the basic shape for that part. And then the thing is, we want to be able to do this in a way that it's all one piece. So how are we going to do that? Because we could just clip that and then do the next piece. We can do a kind of a mask thing maybe. Maybe this should go right across. Let's try that, where we bring this right across underneath. Here. Okay, so that would go right underneath. And then down here, we can bring it down. Yeah, this is really tricky. Let me just see how we can do this. I'm going to try to make it a little bit simple, I think. So if we bring this one down here, this one we'd have to kind of cut off because I don't think we could, oh, unless we bring it over there. We might have to just cut that one off and then continue, although we can see. So if we bring that one down and then that one maybe out and there and try to do some kind of mask thing around here and then over. Hopefully that's gonna work. Over here and somewhere in the middle. Go down here and up again. So that kind of looks a bit like a mask. Maybe it should be a little bit bigger. Okay, we can bring that, maybe bring it a little bit bigger. Okay, bring that one around and down. Okay, perfect. Good. Okay, so that one, and then this side, I'm going to try to get it even. If it works, I'll do a proper like tutorial or like a a template for this actual shape. So if we've got that, and then we've got this one up here, let's clip this one, because I don't know if we can do much with that, although we could. That's another thing I could do, is I could just kind of go around it. But if we just take this one up and up there, maybe this one we can cut. Let's see, I'm gonna grow that one. Maybe move this over a little bit. Eye exam. On TV, oh, that's smart, because especially this, there's a lot of detail. So if anybody's watching the replay and want to see it in a better image, yeah, watch it on TV. That would probably be easier, because watching it on a little phone is definitely going to hurt your eyes. Yeah, it's so small. I usually watch tutorials on my laptop, because the phone is really too small to see much of anything. Okay, let me just curve this one around a little bit more. And Latidra, are you working on anything at the same time? Are you working along with me? Let me know if you're working on the same designs at the same time. Okay, so let's clip this flush with that. Okay, as close you can to the, okay, so there's that, one of them's gone. And now this part, so that will just like tuck in there best we can. And then this one, if we bring this one down and bring this one around, maybe we can trace that shape, maybe, or maybe we'll just cut it. I just want it to be as, we can bring this one down. So if we bring this one down and then maybe try to make a bit of a face there, that could work. And then let's make the chin shape. Maybe just with this one, bring that one up. Okay, so we've got that and that. So let's just try this. We're going to go up to there, and clip it off. Okay. This is a total experiment. And the other designs, I might do them. I have another live stream project next week, but maybe I can just try to do some of these in between time if I don't get time to do them here. Eating. I'm watching you while eating. Nice. I work too slow. Oh, my computer's not plugged in. Hang on. I don't want my computer to die. Whoops. Let me just plug it in. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay, I think we're good. So let's get back to and maybe after this one I'll do one that's not resin, I'll do something else. So let's get this one on here. It's very thin, this wire. How are we going to get this to stay? Let's move some of this stuff out of the way, because it is a little bit in the way. Okay, now let me move some of this up. I could bring this up a little bit more. Bring the screen a little bit more. Let's see if that's going to help. I might have to move this in the view. Yeah, we'll move this down a bit. Okay. Let's go ahead and try to position this in a way that we're going to have no little like separation, so that the resin will stay in the sections. That's the trick. So we're going to bring all these together, get that in place, push it down, and hope that the resin won't move around. Okay, so already I see there's a weird gap there. We're going to bring it in and push these down. Make sure that's down. Make sure that's down. Ooh, and I have an exciting new collaboration coming up that I can't talk about yet, but I will let you guys know as soon as it's confirmed. Very, very exciting new collaborations. So with a product that I have never used, so stay tuned for that. This is wonky. I don't know why it's doing that, but you know what? Even though this is wonky, I can make a template that's less wonky maybe, because this is doing funny things there, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm just going to go with it. So it's not at all symmetrical. This too, it didn't quite match up, so we might have to fix kind of this a little bit there. Yeah, it's definitely totally off, but you know what? I don't know if I can fix it right now, because that went in and out. Yeah, I won't be able to do much with that, but it's fine. We're just going to play with it. If you have a template to trace, it's going to be much easier. But what I'll do is I'll take a picture of that. Yeah, exciting news. I hope it works out. It's a company that reached out to me on Facebook for a new piece of equipment that might be really interesting. So fingers crossed. I always like new gadgets. Okay, so there's a picture, photo, and let's go ahead and mix some resin. Yeah, that's super wonky there. I don't know how I could fix that. Don't know if there's much I can do about that, because I've already done the little, I might be able to kind of like just make it look less wonky. I don't know. Yeah, I could just make it look a little wavy so it doesn't look so strange. And let's bring this one in a bit. Okay, perfect. Okay, nice. So let's get some colors. The colors seem to be like purple, green, pink, yellow. So let's see what we have. I have the mica powders and masking tape. Masking tape for the resin. That's possible. So here's some nice yellow. There's purple. There's green and the pink. These look like nice festive colors. Let's go with those. And what I should get is like more like a little palette to mix them in. That might be better than this. I can mix them all separate. I don't know if I have I used to have a little palette. Let me just go check quickly, because I might have a little painter's palette that would work better. I have this, but I'm gonna go see if I have a clean one. I don't have a clean one, so what I'm going to do is just try to do it this way. because otherwise I have to keep washing this thing. So let's go ahead and see if it's gonna work. I'm going to get the resin and we're gonna put a little bit here, whoopee. And let's start with some yellow. Open this up. It's a little bits. This one. 8 watching. Oh, thanks, Susan. Yeah, that'd be great. If you guys can like the video, that would be awesome. Definitely helps feed the algorithm. And I always forget to ask people to do that. I appreciate it. So let's go ahead and mix some yellow. See, I don't know if this is sticking down well enough to be able to do this, but we're gonna see. It's just an idea. It's very hard to get it to stick down because there's not enough area on the wire to hold down. Like it's very what do you call it? Like a very thin bit of wire. So you can see this is lifting. I don't know if I just do that. If I kind of bend it with the paper a little bit, it might help it to stick down. Okay. On this one too. So make sure it's really stuck down the best you can. And I think I'm gonna need some toothpicks because there's some pretty small areas there. Or I have those tools that Amber gave me. These might work. These tools. So is there one that's, yeah, this one's a little pointy. So thank you, Amber, for all these silicone brushes. So that might work. So let's get this. And I don't have as many areas of color as there is in the sketch, but let's just, if you take that and put that in there, it's not really that opaque. I should have maybe done, let's put a little bit more powder. Okay, I put too much resin, that's the issue. I definitely put too much resin, so let's just mix a little more powder in there because I didn't put enough. It's not opaque enough. There we go. I'm gonna get this. Okay. There we go. Let's do that. Okay. Get a little bit more powder. Make sure there are no lumps. And try to put them in those areas. So we've got that one. And that one, which isn't as opaque, but we can put a little more. And then that one. Okay, and then maybe let's put them in the glasses. Hopefully they're gonna stay. Oh my, the tape is sticky, that's for sure. Okay, I can almost maybe put a dot of another color after. Why don't we go ahead and try to, there, let's just try to get that set and then we'll go for the next color. A little bit more there. Okay, maybe I put too much there maybe. Okay, so let's go ahead, attach this. That's too much resin. And we are going to plug her in here. Plug that in and bring that over here. There. Okay, so let's do that, and now we're going to wipe this one off and do another color. There we go. So let's do a little bit of purple. This time I'm going to use the other resin container so we don't get so much resin out. Silicone brush. Yes, silicone paintbrush. The dropper would help. Yes. Perfect. Okay, so let's just do a little bit. I don't think we need that much. And purple. Let's do the purple. See how much we need. And that's a beautiful purple. This mica powder is so gorgeous. Beautiful. So we're going to do that. And make sure we have enough color in there. I think it's good. So once that one's set, we can do the next color. And then we'll mix another color in there. Takes a little bit of time to set. I guess we could do more color, but that should be all right. Yeah, these brushes are awesome. Okay, and then after that I'm going to try one of the wire ones. This is a good start, and then the Tidra, I'll probably work on more designs, but you won't, necessarily need a live stream for it, but I could work on more designs and either film them or just take pictures, because I find the designs I do on the live streams don't appeal as much to the people that watch my videos on the YouTube channel, because those ones people are looking for more traditional jewelry items, rings, bracelets, earrings. And on this channel I do more super fun, like custom designs and stuff, which is where that's my sweet spot, where I'm like doing creative stuff, coming up with new designs, experimenting. That's what I love to do. But on the other channel, that's not really what people want to see. So I probably wouldn't do a tutorial for these, but I will definitely experiment more and see what I can come up with. And then if there's one specific design you really want me to dive into, you can just let me know. Okay, so there's that. So let's go ahead and make sure these are down, and let's make sure there's no gap here. I'm going to bring that up a bit. We don't want any space in between those bits. So we're going to go ahead and bring the purple. Bring purple in there. Let's bring that purple in. Okay. And make sure there's enough in there. I don't even know how well this is going to hold together. We're going to see. So there's purple, and let's wash that and do the green and the pink. So we're going to we really don't need much resin at all. And just a teeny bit, like even that much might be enough. A teeny bit more. Okay, so now we're going to do the pink. You can open it. Oh, wrong side. This side. Okay. Let's open that up. This one doesn't want to open up too well. There we go. Okay, so pink. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot of powder. Let's mix that one around. And then we'll do the green. Those are nice festive colors. So let's mix this one around. And Latidra, do you have this mica powder? Because it's definitely useful for these designs to make them more colorful. And I also did a really beautiful beaded masquerade mask for a friend's daughter's birthday, 16th birthday, years ago, and I have to find a picture of it because it was really cute. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill in this area around here, there, and that. Perfect. So that should be good for the pink. And now we're going to do the green. Wash the brush, make sure it's all washed off, and do a bit of green. You could almost mix it with the, I wonder if you can mix it with the yellow. I don't want to dilute it too much. So let's go ahead and do, yeah, you could do this. That's 100%. This stuff is really interesting. Let's just hope this flat 18 gauge flat wire works. We're gonna try. Now let me make sure this is the best green. It's not quite as vibrant as I would like, but I think it's gonna be good. It's the most vibrant green in the lot. So let's go ahead. Whoa, that's a whoa. Okay, I'm dropping things everywhere. And let's mix that one up. And then we can do set it. And for the face, I'm gonna have to see what I want to do for the face. I haven't quite decided. Oh, this is a yellowy green anyways. So it's a good thing we didn't put yellow in it because it's already got enough yellow. Micro powders for Palmer clay. Interesting. Very cool. Yeah, these are called mica powders, M-I-C-A, and they're gorgeous. They're iridescent, very pretty. So let's get this one in here. Now this one's almost the same color as the tape, so we might have a little bit trouble seeing it. And hopefully it's gonna be okay. Bring that right up to the top. And a little bit more. And we want to make sure it's... We could have also done a layer of clear first to stiffen it up. I didn't think about that. So hopefully it's all going to hold together. So this is what we're having like so far. I want to make sure it's going to hold together. Add that there. Now the purple leaked. We could probably snap that out after. And let me just look at some of the other pictures I have to know what we're going to do underneath. Now the other thing that was cute, there was like one of them that had like kind of lips that were like a heart shape. So let's just try to do that. Here, we can go ahead and put this on while I'm making the heart shape. Let's put that over there. Perfect. And trying is the best part. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, I'm happy you like it. So let's go ahead and try to do like a little heart lips. So if we bend this with our round nose pliers, okay. I thought it would be really cute to do like a little heart for the lips to see how that looks. Okay, bring this one right around and bring this one up. Whoops, that's not the pliers. Bring this one up. And maybe we should use the tips of these to get the curve more even. And then bring them in here too. Okay, so let's try to make a kind of a heart shape. Around here. Okay. Bring this one up a little bit more. No. I should have maybe cut that one a little bit longer. It's a little bit tricky to get it even. There we go. Around here. Okay, let's try that. And bring that one in a little more. I'm just being picky. Okay, and we're gonna cut that. Okay, so now we have our heart, and then we want to stick it on there, and I mean, you could even do little fun shapes for the You know what I'm going to do is just do a teeny little drop of regular resin, just a little teeny bit to put just an undercoat here. So let's just put a little teeny bit of resin, spread it around, just make a little bit of an undercoat. Okay, just teeny, really teeny bit. I'm gonna even take the extra bit off. I just want to be able to stick the heart on there. Oops. Okay, this happens sometimes. The little ends come out of these things. I'm gonna fix that after. Let's get the heart in there. Okay, get there. It's a little big, maybe. That's okay. We're gonna bring that one in here. Bring it down. I like it though. It is a little big. So let's get that in there. I'm gonna take my glasses off. And make sure it's closed enough. Okay, so let's put it under there for a second. Okay, I'm gonna try to fix my little spongy thing and put it back. Oh, now my hands are all sticky. Okay. So this is wire that she flattened. No, this is 18 gauge aluminum flat wire that I bought on Amazon. I can link that up in the description. I didn't flatten it myself. And the nice thing about the aluminum is it's very flexible. Oh, I think I ruined this brush. I don't know how I'm going to get this thing back in the... I don't know how I'm going to get it back in there. I think I've done it before, but... Oh, you have to really push the silicone in. What if I just... Ooh, I'm shaving a bit off. Yeah, I'm not sure how that happened. Hearts! Look at all the hearts. That might be Myrta. The other day there were a bunch of hearts when Corey was there, and I thought it was Myrta, but I think it was Corey. But that's an inordinate enough amount of hearts. That must be Myrta. Okay, so this is almost done. Now let's mix up, and we could use the same pink, or do we have red? I don't think I brought the red up, but I have this darker pink if we want to switch it up, or we could just work with what we have already mixed. We could do that. Come on, let's go. Should be just about done. And what I'm going to do is I have this resin in the pot. I'm going to fill it with the other resin, and then that way I can use it from my big pot with the spout. Let's do that. Let's just fill it up. Whee! Well, that's going to be better, because you can't really use it out of the big container. So I'm just pouring it from the big container into the little container. Oops! Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Okay, too much. Okay. Okay, so let's fix that. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. Okay. Ooh, did not expect it to go up like that. So let's give it a little bit of a clean. I'm going to have to wash my hands. Oof, what a mess. Let's remove this a bit. Okay. Ooh. I'm going to fix that up a bit. Yeah, it just overflowed a bit. So if we put this lid right back on, okay, we should be able to clean it up a bit. Does anyone remember what we used to clean up that stuff? That cut the, like, alcohol? Or what do we use to clean that? I forget. Okay, oh, and I made a big mess here. Oof. Oh, man. I'm gonna go get some alcohol. That might help. Okay. so there we go. I clean my hands. Wipes are good. Baby wipes. Oh, I don't have baby wipes. Mirta, she's there. I guess that's kind of a Harlequin type design. It's for a Jester, but the masks are more like the Harlequin mask. Okay, I'm just cleaning it up with a bit of alcohol for now. I should get some baby wipes. Move that over. And, okay, so that's that. So let's put a little bit, I don't know if it's already dried. No, it didn't dry. So, oh, this is a big mess. Okay. Let me wipe this one off to clean it off a little bit. Okay, so there's that. And let's put a little bit of this one in there to see if it's going to be, I don't know if I mixed enough of that. Okay. I might mix a little bit more, just a dab. Okay, I'll mix a little bit more. And let's get the other color. What is this? This is a darker color. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, there's some nice colors in here. Oh, this one looks a little darker. We can try a bit of that. Make just to change it up a bit. Oh, that's a little too much. Maybe I should use the sprinkling part with it. Okay. Okay, let's just mix up a little bit of that. Make it a little bit of darker. No, I'm gonna get over here. Okay. Try just this color. That's nice. It's very pretty. This is more like a rosy color. The other one was more fuchsia. This is nice. Okay, let's try that. And put it in the heart. Here. Okay, and over here. Oopsie. Okay. There. That's cool. That's looking good. I wonder if you could even put like a little dot on the eyes. But it would stand out a little more. I could have done like another layer around the eyes. Let's just put that under there for a second and see. You had no Wi-Fi. Okay. Oh goodness. Okay, so now if you wanted to do, I thought would be cute would be little spirals, but we can see if we can do that. Let's move this over. And then for the color of the rest of the figure, I don't know, we can maybe use a silver or something, or it would have to be contrasting with this. Okay, so let's take this in, okay, around, and see if it's worth it to do like a little spiral. Okay. Let's see. Okay, like that maybe. Don't want it too big. Maybe a little bit bigger. Okay, there's a little spiral. It's kind of cute. Okay, so let's make a couple of these. I'm just going to clip that. And then we'll do another one. My hands are a little sticky. Okay, and now we're going to take this around and do another little spiral. This is the flat wire. I'm going to try to just put some of my background color and just plop these inside. So we're gonna see how that looks. They're doing some work on our street. I can hear it. Hopefully they're not gonna come and do it at our house. Infrastructure. Okay, so there's that. So now we have a couple of spirals. And then, what color? Let me just bring it over, it's not quite done. So then we have to like put a color in the background. And, see what else we have. Something that contrasts with the yellow though. And, ooh, here's a pretty blue, how about that? How do you like them apples? Let's just do that. And, yeah, I think I destroyed this silicone thing here. But, well, as long as it stays in. Okay, so now, let's go ahead and do some of the royal blue. We'll do it over here. I'm glad I'm doing it on this palette and not the bowl, otherwise it would take like so long. Wow, look how gorgeous this color is. This is like royal blue. Amazing. It's looking great, thank you. White mica. I do have white, but I don't know if it would show up with the silver, but you could definitely do it white. Yeah, you can do any color that you like. I think I have like a white or a silvery, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to check. So here's the royal. Let's see if this is gonna work. Oh my gosh, this color is divine. It's very royal. Hence the name. I just have to be careful to get it in properly. Okay, in there. And over here. The yellow had spilt under a little bit, but this should help fix it. I'm just curious to see if it's actually going to hold in place. Oh, it went over a little bit on the lips, but maybe we can work it around so it doesn't go over the edge. I think it's going to be okay. And then up here. Okay, up here. I'm going to put some up here. Yeah, you can do a lot with this. This is a very, very basic start. I kind of want to remove a little bit of this so we could plop in those. We can plop in those spirals without it taking up too much room. Okay, so I'm just removing a little bit. Looks like she's got sunglasses. I almost want to put like more shapes inside there, but we're gonna see. Okay, and yes, toothpicks are great too. Okay, so let's take this and hope we can just plop it in there and it's gonna stay. Oh, it just fits. Okay, and this one. Okay, we're gonna just bring it in a bit. Bring it in a bit. And plop it over here. Cool. Ooh, those are funky. No, she doesn't really have a nose, but maybe we can just do a little, let's just do a little shape for the nose, I guess. Okay, so if we just do a little cut, maybe a little triangle or something. And I'm just making a little triangle shape. Okay, amazing, thank you. There we go. Well, Latidra, this is your inspiration. You're the muse for this one. Okay, let's just careful we don't have a shaky hand. There we go. That's a little crooked, but let's just try to fix it up a bit. Push it up there. There. Cool. Oh, that works. So now, if I did want to do a little bit more detail in there, but I don't want to use like a too big piece of wire, maybe I could get some more like 24 gauge or something flatter that would work with that. Let me just see what I got. Okay, so I have, that's 26, this is 24 stainless steel. There's something, I don't know what that is. No, 24 stainless steel, no. I think, what about, doesn't, it could be another color too. 26 might be small. I have this one. Yeah, 24 stainless steel. I have 26. I have 26 silver, or this random one, or I have this too, which I don't know what this is. This is probably some random wire. Ooh, looks pretty thick. Maybe we could do something with this. Okay, so if we just take this and try to make an inner piece, we're going to see if it's going to work. So, and this is not the 18 gauge because I don't want it to be too thick. But if we do something like this, okay, something like this, might fit inside. We're going to try that. Okay. This might be the stainless steel. I don't know what it is. But what if we just stuck this here inside? Okay. Oh, I went over the edge of it. Okay, maybe we should set this before we do anything. Let me just take a little piece of Kleenex. I did not mean to do that. So I'm going to just take my glasses off, clean this up a bit. Okay, and let's set it for a bit, okay? And we're gonna do two pieces to go inside with this thinner wire. Oh, it's my pleasure, Latidra. I love these special requests. I really do. They're so much fun and there's so much inspiration, you know, when people have ideas for something specific. Like, I probably would have never occurred to me to make these, but I'm very happy to do it because it's a great creative, like, exploration. Yeah, I have two other projects coming up. One is deer. A man asked me to make, Victor asked me to make some deer earrings, dangly earrings inspired by something he'd seen before. But the ones he had seen were cast metal, which I can't do because it's all wire, what I do. And so I told him I could do some iteration similar without stepping on anybody's toes copyright wise. I'm not going to do the same design, but be inspired by the design to do something on my own. So I'm just trying to flatten these so they will be flat and sit inside. Yeah, the deer, and then there was another one. Oh goodness, what was the one for next week? I'm gonna have to see. I started the sketches, but now I forget what it was. I always start my template sketches on Canva, so I have it all set up when I need the templates, and I just forget what it was, but I'll try to find out and let you know. So here's those, and what we want to do is place them on here, okay, there, and we're hope this is going to work. We're going to put that there and that there. We actually might have to put a teeny layer of clear first. I'm thinking we'll put a little teeny layer of clear first so they'll stick. So let's just take a little bit of the clear. Oh, I'm gonna have to get a new blob of clear because The other one's already set. So blob of clear, just a little bit, just like really, not even that much. Just a little bit of clear to hold these wires in place. Okay, we got that and that. And then we can take that one, put it there. That way when we add the, oh, see, it's not sitting properly. It's maybe not flat. It's probably good we put the clear first. This might or might not work. So if we put that one there and this one here, that one works better. Let me take my glasses off. Okay. What can we push it down with? Maybe the flat pliers? I think that one's stuck. This one, it's off. Okay, let me just try to fix it. It also might be the area, the resin area might be curved. If it's curved, it might not sit properly. Let's try to put a little bit more resin to even it out a bit. Oh, that might be too much. Because otherwise, the color is gonna leak. So we have to be careful with this. That might work like that. Okay, we're gonna try. We're really gonna hope that's gonna work. Okay. I probably should have done this in the first place. Okay, so let's just do that. And then what color are we gonna put in the middle? Beautiful work of art, thank you. You know what I can do while we wait? I'm going to just look on my Canva and see what we're doing next week. So next week we are doing a Sankofa bird and Adinkra symbols for Valeria. They're like African symbols. So that's next week. Boy, so many special requests. So we're going to see if these are works. In the meantime, I'm going to put some of the resin away. What color are we going to do in the middle of those eyes? Maybe I'll do the fuchsia again. Let's see if the fuchsia is still, if it's set yet. I think it's, should work. Yeah, we could probably have enough fuchsia there to put in there. Maybe I'll just do, while that's doing that, I'm just going to mix up a teeny bit more fuchsia, and we'll put fuchsia inside the glasses. So it's the lighter fuchsia. Okay, let's try that. Okay, we're going to just mix the lighter fuchsia while that's setting, and then we're going to put this inside those little glasses thing, the mask. We're going to see how it's going to look. And then we'll set it a little bit more, and then we'll try to remove the tape and hope it doesn't fall apart. Okay, so we've got one here. Okay, spread that, and I should get a toothpick to do that because, okay, that's maybe too much. Okay, so let me just see. We'll clean that off. Okay. Let me just look up close with my glasses off. I think that's good. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and do another like that. I'm just going to clean up a little bit. This one I'm just going to throw out because I'm not going to bother trying to clean it. I have lots of these. These ones I should probably put under here so we can clean them off after. Let me just throw this out. So, and I'm gonna wash my hands. I'm gonna have to get some of those wipes. There we go. Okay, so that'll go in the garbage. I didn't need a lot of my wires. Let's put away the resin, the mica powder. So we're gonna put those all away. Those are really fun. Yeah, I just love the resin. It's just so much fun. The sky is the limit, as we always say. And I'm gonna put some of this stuff away. Put this one away. Okay, that'll go in there and there. And I think I'm gonna put all these flat wires together with my flat wires. So let's do that. I'm gonna put all that away. And then we're gonna look at this and see if it worked. I'll put these in the flat wires. I'll get another bag for these flat wires. Yeah, I'm gonna just get lunch bags and put these in. So the one we used is this, and this is 18 gauge flat aluminum wire. So I'll link that up in the description. And these will go away. And then my thinner wires I'm gonna put away. I also like to clean up a little bit, otherwise it's very overwhelming. And this one was the one that came with, wait, is that? This is also the 18 gauge, I think. Yeah, this is the 18 gauge one. Let's do this again. Let's move this over. Okay, I'm gonna move that over so it can really, really set. So this is the other 18 gauge that came in a dual pack with the silver color. So that's that one. And then this is the one that came in the kit. I forget, actually the copper, maybe it was the copper one that came in that bookmark kit. Anyways, I will link them up below. This comes in the kit with the UV resin, along with these, what do you call them, molds. Throw away the mica powder. Oh, you know what I didn't use that I wanted to try with the resin was these. These are those little glittery things that come with the pearl, you know, those pearl paint by number things. I want to try these with the resin. So I won't do that today, but I'll definitely do that another day. I'll definitely try those with the resin another day. I think they're really cool. So maybe next week we can do that. I'm just going to clean my hands up a little bit. If you guys want to look at the templates for a second, while we get that done. Flat wire. Yeah, well, it's better if you have some depth to the wire. You could probably get away with round wire. You'd have to experiment. It probably would work all right, but it's good to have a little bit of depth to so it really sticks together. In fact, this is 18 gauge. I'm not even 100% sure it's going to totally work. I might want to even put a coat of resin on top to be sure. They're fun, eh? So I thought it would be cool just to do one out of wire too. Like this one's, oh, you know what I love is this one, the little Jack-in-the-Box. It's the cutest thing. I think that's adorable. And even this little funny guy, I saw some clip art with this little funny guy. And these have like lots of little cool spirals and stuff. So there's a lot you can do with these. And this one's fun too. I thought this was fun. It had like a little crown and and you could even dangle some beads maybe. So let's see if this is gonna clean up here. Yeah, so that just cleans when you when you put the paintbrush under the UV light, this stuff just peels off. So that's good. And then this one too, we'll see if it's gonna peel off. Yep, should just peel off. Yeah, so that you can reuse. And let's see what this is gonna do. I'm gonna take this off the paper, and I don't know if it helps to turn it over and put it on the back, but I'm gonna also do that. Let me know if you guys know if that helps, if you do that, do it that way, because that's, sometimes it's wet, still wet underneath, which is a bit of a drag. Okay, so this is, yeah, I thought this would be really cool too, to do something like that with a little, like you could even do like a little flat gold crown or something, and then just some little wire shapes. So maybe I'll just do something super fast and then go from there. So let me just get the other wire that I can do with that. I'm gonna do the perler, the little beads another time. I'm just gonna grab some other softer wire. Some more artistic wire at some point. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab this. I'm just gonna check my messages, see where I'm at. And okay, so let me just cut a longer piece of the softer wire. I don't know, it's like 2 feet or something. Okay. Curing the back is a good idea. Yay. Okay, I wasn't 100% sure, so that's good to know. And what I thought would be fun is just like very quickly to try something like this with, so if you do the hat in a way that, I think dangling would be really cute. I don't know what would be the best way to do that, but I was thinking like if you did like just like little loops. This might or might not work. So you do like a little loop like that. And then just like around. Maybe it'd be better to actually follow the pattern. Like, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I thought about doing something like this and around, and then this one like kind of around here, and then I'm going to do this again. I'm going to cure it a little bit more. I really don't want it to fall apart. Oop. Around here. And, oh, looks a little funny. I don't know if that's going to work or not. Because I'm doing a loop so that we can actually dangle a bead, but I don't like the way that looks. Let me just try something else. Okay, if we do something like that. And let me just try something else. This one I'm really just fiddling around with. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with this, but if you do kind of like a little thing and then around here, it's around here, and then we're gonna have to like bend it up again to the back, and then around again. This is very soft wire, so we should be able to do it well. And then this one, we're going to make another loop. Okay, around here, and then up here. I use the UV resin to stick crystals together when decorating. Ooh, awesome. That's great. Well, I'm definitely going to try that because I love those. I had some left over when I did the little kit, you know, when you get those kits with the, what do they call that again? There's a name for that craft where it's like a paint by numbers, but you use crystals instead of instead of paint. Now I forget what they call that. It's not called crystal painting, is it? There's a name for it. I'm not sure what it's called. Yeah, so we're gonna go around here and around. Perfect. Okay, and then up, and then around. And then we're gonna do one more. Up this way. Perfect. And up. Diamond painting, that was it, yeah. Yeah, because I bought a kit like that, and I thought, I didn't really think I was gonna like it, but I ended up really enjoying it, so I shocked myself. I thought it would be really monotonous, but it wasn't. It was really fun, so I might do that again one day. So we're gonna bend that out and around here, and then up, and go up. Oh, Mimi just walked in. Hi, Mimi.
Hi.
I'm almost done.
Okay.
There we go. With that and that. And down here. And then maybe I'll attach the crown after. So there's the hat. And then we want to just maybe bring this down. I don't know if I want I don't like the tongue sticking out so much. So we're just going to bring this one up here. Okay. And could have an exaggerated, yeah, so if we go like that, then that's the shape, which looks good. And then we can, I think I would attach like a crown or something later, but my question is, what's the best way to do the rest of it? I'm gonna bring that one around like that, and we can kind of do I guess we can bring this around and do some funny little eyes, like spirally eyes. Might be fun. Okay, we'll bring that one around. So there's one of the spirally eyes, and then we can do another spirally eye here. I'm just really playing around with this now, so we're gonna see what it does. Around here, and around here. They're kind of funny. Okay. So the spirally eyes, we're going to do a funny little nose. This one's like definitely more abstract. Okay, we can do that. And then this one, maybe I'll just attach it to the side here. I'm gonna add the crown after. I'm just really winging it here. Bring that one around here. And around here. I guess we could do like a little ear too. So let's do a little ear at the side. Up here, why not? Okay. How's that gonna work? I think that's okay. I mean, we could even do the mouth with the ear wire. Bring this through and down. Okay. Yeah, quick, eh? Yeah, sometimes it's faster just to wing it rather than trying to be too precious about it. So we're gonna take this here. Maybe for the nose, I'll just like finish it off. Okay, we're just going to bring it out here. You can just clip it even. I guess we can just clip it off and like you could work your way back if you wanted to, but I'm like a little short on wire, so I think I'll just clip it. And okay, let's just see if that's gonna work. Might make the nose, I could have made the nose a little bit longer. There we go. Okay, so that's all right like that. I just clipped the end, but maybe that wasn't the best solution. And then from here, we can just make a kind of a mouth thing. Like a kind of a smiley mouth. This one, I do one like this that's more like a drama mask. But for now, let's just work on this guy. It's almost done. And, oh, everybody says hi, Mimi. Oh, she's, sorry guys, I'm missing my comments. And she stepped in, just stepped in. I will relay the message. Now she's not in the room. So now we're going to do this. And we're going to, maybe I could attach it here even. And there we go. Oh, everybody says hi.
Hi, everybody.
And Mimi says hi back. Brian called. Did you see him?
Brian called
From your group. He said.
on our home phone?
Well, he called here and then he said, "Oh, I see her now." So then he got off the phone.
I didn't know he had our home phone number.
Apparently.
Interesting. Okay, it was pouring rain when I got there.
Oh,
Okay, that's fine.
they said they were in the park.
Yeah, it was pissing.
Oh, did you end up seeing them?
Yeah, I saw the like.
Oh, okay.
Half a on of cherries.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
And I got a video of a seagull eating a cherry.
Oh, fun.
Which is the funniest video.
That's fun. There, so that turned out well. Look at the mouth is cool too. So this is just like I'm just winged it, guys. Like I'm not even sure the direction the wires are good, but it ends up looking super funky. But what I thought would be cool with that is, oh, Kristen's there. Kristen says hi, Mimi. Kristen. Hi, Kristen. Looks great. Thank you. So I'm going to just give me a second, guys, because you know me, I can't stop. I have to go to the post office, but that's okay. I'm just going to finish this. I'm going to get rid of my flat wire and put this back here and get this one, which is the 16 gauge wire. Yeah, Kristen, I never heard back from you for our art. So let me know if you want to do art at some point. So I have this wire. This might be too thick though for the crown. We're gonna see. And perfection. Aw, thanks guys. Yeah, and if you guys have to go at some point, just let me know. I'm almost done. Honestly, almost done. This, I did not expect to do this much, but turns out really nicely. So now we want to do a crown. So what I was thinking for the crown was just to do this kind of fun shape. This might be too thick though, especially if I try to, maybe 18 gauge would be better for this. This is going to be a little thick. So, aw, thanks Mirta. Let me just get some 18 gauge wire. Might be better. Okay, let's try the 18 gauge artistic wire. Oh, if you guys could see my table, it's atrocious. Okay, let's try the 18 gauge because the 16 seems a little bit big. So we'll get about 8 inches of the 18 gauge wire, and we're going to try to replicate the crown. The crown I did was more loopy, so let's try to do a loopy crown. We're going to go down and up and down and up and down and up and down. Okay, so we have that. That looks pretty good. And then the thing is, how are we going to attach it? So what I want to do now too is just bring this one across here. Okay, okay, and I could have just finished it in there maybe. I don't know where's the best place to finish it. We want to make sure it's the right width. So if I clip this, like about here, okay, and YouTube started rating people. Oh yeah, that's for, I don't know if, I don't know if it's a rating system. I think it just, I thought it was in the order that you hopped on, and I don't know why they gave 3 people a crown. It's a little strange. I haven't really investigated that, so. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually clip this in the middle. I think it's gonna be better, more even. Okay. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna take this one across. Okay, and around here, and then trim it. Is that gonna be wide enough? I think that's good. Okay, and then we'll trim it here. So it ends up in the same place. Okay, so here's this and that. So that ends up being the crown. Let's take a picture. I should have been taking more pictures. I find when I stream on my phone, I don't think to take pictures because then I have to go to my iPad, which is a bit of a drag. So we're going to take a picture with the iPad. Okay, and then all you would have to do is attach that to here, but I'm going to do it later. I'm going to flatten it and attach that, so that's done. And, well, the numbers are switching. Interesting. Okay, so let's see if we can get this off without destroying it. So here's that, and it seems to be quite dry. And I'll put a better picture of this in the community section, and then of course in the templates, so you'll be able to see. And then we're just going to carefully try to remove the tape. I think that worked. Maybe a bit of a tape. Oh, so it worked pretty well. What's that? The tape did funny things. I don't know why. Anyways, I'm going to cure it again before I try to remove that tape. So it's finished. It almost looks like that cloison stuff. Now there is a little bit in between there. Let's see if I can clip that out without hurting it. I don't know if I can remove that bit without destroying it. I got some out. There we go. Maybe with an X-Acto knife or something I can get that bit out. Or a tweezers or something. Just a little bit in between. Maybe with the cutters maybe. No, I'll try to get that out after with an X-Acto knife. I think it should be okay, but here it's a little soft. I'm going to cure it again, but it's super cute, and then you'd have to maybe figure out, you could drill a hole. You could just poke a hole to hang it up. So that's it, guys. Yeah, I could that's a good idea. Put more clear on the back, and just to get it to be more strong too. But yeah, the back side doesn't look as nice, but the front side looks good. So there we go. So we did that one and this one. This one I'm going to flatten and attach it. So that's pretty cool. So stay tuned for the photos. I'm going to flip the screen so I can see you guys. They're around here. I just want this one. There we go. Now you see my neighbors. And let me just adjust this a bit. There we go. Perfect. And there we go. So guys, thanks so much for hopping on the live stream. That was super fun. Thank you, Latidra, for your amazing idea. That was so much fun to make. I'll put photos in the community section so you guys can see them. I'll make the templates. They'll be available in the next day. And Amber, thank you always for moderating the chat. Thank you to all my regulars that come every week and have such great ideas and so much inspiration. And look forward to next week. We've got another special request. I'll work on some more of these designs and post pictures and stuff. And I hope everybody has a great rest of the day, rest of the night, day or night, whatever time of day it is where you are. And we'll see you the next time. Bye.